watch party as we are moving on to Oscars 2022. We have been through Hawkeye, we have been through Boba Fett, and we have also been through Peacemaker, but we have never done a movie until now. So, breaking that trend, we are starting Oscars 2022 nomination edition with the Netflix comedy The Mitchells versus the Machines. Now, I'll be straight up with you. I know diddly and or squat about this. I've never seen it. I'm going in pretty freaking blind. Aside from the fact that this is CGI, it's Netflix, and it's up for the Oscar for Best Animated Film. Aside from that, I don't know shit.
Well, then I think you will be in for a treat. This was
Good.
certainly a surprise hit at the early part of 2021, as far as everyone being quarantined and having to watch movies online still. The movie was originally called Connected. It was supposed to have a theatrical release, but obviously, things being what they were, it got pushed to Netflix. And I think it's really done well for itself in that respect, because this was a movie that very zany, very weird sort of concept, especially when you saw it from the trailers. So you really weren't sure what you were getting. But since it was animated, it was family friendly. There you go, and it says volumes. There's a lot of layers to this. The plot, well written. The characters, Danny McBride. I can't say I normally like Danny McBride in a lot of things. This I love him in.
Is he Rick Mitchell in this?
Yeah, a lot of SNL alums like Beck Bennett, Fred Armisen, Maya Rudolph. So you already know that the comedy caliber is there. Not to mention, the movie itself is from Lord and Miller, the same people that brought us 2018's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which in itself was an Oscar-winning film. So
Still waiting for the sequel to that, by the way. So cool. So you are sitting there with your glass of red wine. I am sitting here with
my
brandy.
2017 Torre de Gigante. Not a sponsor.
Dude,
but
I had no idea how much red wine we had in that liquor cabinet down there. There is so much, and I'm like, and it's the good wine too, because basically there's a winery up in Maine called Dragonfly, which is phenomenal. And I found like 6 bottles I didn't even know were there, and I'm like, I really want to crack one open right now, but no, I'm gonna be good, gonna be responsible. I have brandy instead.
That's fine. No, I would never be anyone to say you have to have one liquor over the other, although as an Irishman, whiskey is my preferred choice. But considering it's going to be a long day, and I at least want to be able to enjoy the movie watching it again, since I know I've definitely seen it a couple of times, and this is your first. So
my first. Yes, if this is my first time, be gentle.
Yeah. I want to hinder myself, because this is really like the first time since we've been doing the watch-alongs where I have the advanced knowledge of something before everyone else has watched. Yeah, now, of course, we also have Devani coming in. I don't know if he's seen it or not yet. So if he hasn't watched it yet either, then I've got to really make sure that I kind of like shut myself up so I don't spoil anything.
Yeah, don't be that guy who's going to be sitting. I know you won't, but he's like, oh, wait for it. 5 minutes. Dude, in 5 minutes, you are going to see something. It is going to be so, you will not believe it. You are not going to be ready for it. You better be sitting. And meanwhile, in 5 minutes, you're like, okay, bar is set to here.
And that is why I have this. So that's why if anything does possibly pop into my head, I will make sure to like consume my mouth with this.
Well, it's funny because you had the wine before for Brian Scalaro interview. He had cigs. I had nothing, which means I have to make up for what we just did like an hour ago with that guy. And in this case,
yes, it's your turn now. It's like
I've got gin, I've got black coffee, and I've got water. So I have like an entire liquid buffet over here of just drinks, most of which are generally not good for you. And hopefully, with any luck, it will not diminish the experience of watching a kid-friendly movie as I'm possibly getting ripped and or extremely caffeinatedly hyper.
Sorry, I'm the Guardians of Justice. What is this? Coming Tuesday? Sorry, the fact of the matter is Mitchells vs. Machines is on Netflix, so we have our Netflix queued up, and of course, when you have Netflix on for a while and nothing's playing, it goes into its own little screensaver mode. And something just came across the screen that I have not heard of yet, which looks like it's in the animated realm, but it also looks like it's kind of superhero-y. So, of course, in case you can't tell from some of my wall work, I'm a little interested.
That's fair. So, yeah, I don't have the superhero stuff. I've got... I got the Rob back there. I've got, by the way, if I move this way, you can see my original television that I had, that 8-inch black and white TV that I played Nintendo on. That's how I
Oh
got
my!
started with that thing.
With the 2 dials? Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
yeah, with the 2 dials, and basically you had to have an RF on the back of it. Stay, stay, stay. Don't, no, 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 no. There we go. Almost lost Netflix. It was starting to fade out. So yeah, I've got, I'm more like geek and game stuff. Um, well, you're more comic book, and Devani, I've got him. That guy's got an archive of shit behind him. So yeah, he'll be starting in a few. He'll be coming in a few minutes, I think, too.
Oh, this is okay. It is an animated thing that's coming on.
What's that? That.
The Guardians of Justice. It's being
Mhm.
done by Adi Shankar, the same one that gave us
Never heard.
Castlevania on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
So
It's
by
funny.
that alone, I'm already like wanting to check it out because what he did with that series, oh my god! Like I have not
Supposedly,
seen a
that's not done yet
non-anime
either.
look so anime-ish in a long time, and that really just like hit on so many levels. Not to mention how close it stayed to the actual lore of the video game series. And since
Yeah.
we are going to be getting a sequel series to that,
Was going to
I
say
can
mention
only
that.
imagine how much of a time jump they're going to do.
I heard now. Obviously, this is, who knows what they're going to do with the anime. But as far as what ends up happening with Castlevania, before we get started here, supposedly they're jumping up to Richter, which would be like late 18th century. I think was Richter Belmont. It's 1780s, I think.
That makes the most sense considering how much he plays into Alucard's story of Symphony of the Night. So since
That's
we
true.
still have
Yeah,
an Alucard, we might as well go into that.
that's true. Yeah, I was wondering why they bypass Simon, but if they want to keep Alucard involved, that would make a ton of sense there. I mean, they can go into Maria too. There's a few different
Oh
options.
my
I'll
god.
shut up and let you go. Go.
Okay, so I'm checking out the Guardians of Justice thing that Eddie Shankar's put on here. Here's the plot summary. After keeping the Earth at peace for 40 years, alien superhero Marvelous Man, that's a bit of a stretch, leaves a mission up to both his bitter, violent Lieutenant Nighthawk and idealistic The Speed to stop nuclear war. So it's kind of like a passing of the torch story.
Okay.
But here's who they have on the cast. Now, not everyone has been listed, but Denise Richards,
Mhm.
Andy Milonakis, Derek Mears, and the guy that's playing Nighthawk, the unstable one, Diamond Dallas Page.
Why do I know that name?
WCW Wrestling.
Oh God, yes, you're right. Oh my God.
Now, mind you, he's probably doing great now with his own DDP Yoga
Mhm.
franchise, but yeah, to see that he's going to be doing this animated thing, oh my god.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking about the oh my God, Tom Brady is now immediately going to be in a movie.
Tom Brady's going to be in something.
Yes, it's already been announced that Tom Brady's going to be in a movie. I think Sally Field's going to be in it, like Natasha Henstridge. There's some quality names to that movie.
But it's
And
Tom Brady.
it took like 2 weeks before they're like, okay, yeah, he's in. Yeah, it's a road trip comedy. Lily Tomlin looks like she's in it as well. And yeah, they're just like, okay, he's retired. Let's put him in movies now. Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, Sally Field are also going to star in this.
See, that's the thing. I think they have to get all that caliber of actor to compensate for him.
Could be, I. It's going to be a tough transition. I mean, it's not like Gronk who sits there and does all the commercials and everything like that. And I've talked about that on Sports Den before. Where you got someone who just sits there and looks dead into camera and just says a few lines on a cue card and okay, Mr. Gronkowski, here's your check. This is going to be tough. This is going to be work for him. But I figured he'd take a few weeks off, a couple of months off, spend time with the family. But no, he's right into big budget movies already. He's got a good face, and he'll get people to the box office.
I don't know. I mean, ever since Space Jam: A New Legacy, I am trepidatious when it comes to athletes becoming actors.
And yet, John Cena.
To be fair, when it comes to wrestling, it's not necessarily like they're just simply athletic. They also do have to present character, showmanship, a certain amount of acting. So that's why you have people like John Cena and The Rock, and to a lesser extent Hulk Hogan, that have been able to have careers outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But Brady, I'm telling you right now, since this is going to be a road trip movie, if they do not have a joke about one of the tires deflating, I don't know what they're doing this for. I don't get it.
Yes, thank you.
So I guess we're still waiting for Devani to show up. Yes.
We'll give it a couple. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started.
All right. In the meantime, anybody that's watching this, definitely go ahead, queue up your Netflix, put it to 00.00 on your timer, so this way we can start from the very beginning. I know it is a 2-hour movie. It's about an hour 57 minutes, but it is an entertaining movie. If you have not watched it, you will enjoy yourself. I can promise you. If you have watched it before, come on back.
And if you didn't enjoy it, well, that's in basically it's to Ryan O'Regan.
Then I don't know what kind of heart you have. All right, that's what I'll put it as. If you
You're
didn't
a mean
enjoy this
one,
movie, I
Mr.
question the sanctity of your soul, and I'm not even religious.
I'm just gonna sit there and pray for you. So
It's like, don't at me, or do at me. I don't care. Just any attention works.
any at is good at.
Yeah, any and sign is a good and sign. You know, might be the one talking. I don't know. It's been a while since I've drank anything, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I have bottles of things hanging out my bar, kind of in the same way that you do. But I just never really have the necessary circumstance to want to have it. Like, I could be sitting home alone, and all I care about is like making myself some tea.
Okay. I was like,
Which,
you're like Brian before, who's just like, yeah, sleep.
yeah, basically. But because I have to have like an energy, that's the weird thing. I can't have an energy drink and be energized because I will
Okay.
just be too all over the place. I won't be focused. Alcohol will give me the energy I need and I will stay focused.
Okay.
I have to think that's the Irish in me.
I don't know. When I was doing the early 3 a.m. wake ups on Gotham, I was just downing 5-hour energy. I just ran on that stuff just constantly, and it got me through. It kept me from falling asleep on set, which they really don't like.
That 5-hour energies are good. I just usually don't think about going ahead and getting them in like bulk set. It's like only if I know I'm going to need it and I'm in the store, I pick up the one bottle and that's it.
I needed it to offset the cyclobenzaprine and the naproxen that I was taking for the herniated discs and the torn rotator cuff. So one of them, I forget which one of them, but one of them knocks you on your ass hard. You know, it's like Benadryl times like 6. And I needed to down that stuff to keep myself going on 15-hour days, even though I'm taking this stuff on an empty stomach, and it's supposed to knock you out for 6 hours. And it's about, and yeah, so it was just like two-fisted chugging here. So
You're an animal.
no, maybe a mineral or vegetable, but not an animal. So should we get this rolling? It's now 5:06.
We probably should.
Yeah, because now at this point it'll be an even 7 o'clock when it's done. So
Right.
all
So
right,
we
I
always
am
want to
hitting
make
the
sure that we're
play
on
button.
a certain schedule. Devani will probably go ahead and pop up during the movie. When he does, we will set him on time. But this way, all of you people watching right now, you know when we're going to start. Which actually, we should think about actually just putting up a timer on this thing
I
if
want
that's
to so
possible.
badly. I know I have to. I got to
But
figure out how to do that.
anyways, I'm ready to go when you are.
All right, we're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Ba-boom.
Oh, you got the boom? Mine's loaded. Ah, dang it.
All right.
I'm at 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5.
Yeah, you're okay. I'm at 13 right now, 14. So I'm going to stay at 14. Let me know.
Now I'm at 14.
Good. Sony, the company that once got hacked for that movie, The Interview, and gave it a lot of publicity.
Yeah, and I like that they would just instantly go into like the color palette and like the independent animation, let's say.
Well, at this point, it was also exciting and neat to. Okay, that's better. I was going to say the Columbia logo was really kind of gassed at this point, but that is not bad. I like that one there.
Yeah, no, that pretty much gives you a sense about like who is going to be really telling this story.
Not exactly what I expected right there. Live action peoples.
Of course.
And there it is. There's the transition.
This has got to
I like
be
it.
one of the best introductions I've
Like I
seen in a
said,
film.
I
Period.
know absolutely nothing about this.
Oh,
So,
you'll see. You'll see.
hello there. How are you guys doing? So, hello, Spangler's World Networks, our parent company when it comes to Tales from the Film Set. This way, we can actually sit here while we're doing the show and not get in trouble if we want to say, things like, shit, balls, crap, ass, tits, boogers, Republicans, whatever. We can say whatever we want here. So, there we go. So. Now, you said, now Rick Mitchell, who voices him? The
Danny
dad?
McBride.
Danny McBride. Was it Danny McBride? So. And it's funny. The editor in me is like, okay, this is how they did that. This is how they did. It killed me entirely. So.
Well, that's why I thought this would be a great way to start off, because there's a very interesting filmmaking subplot in all
Sure.
of this, and that pretty much speaks to all of us here.
Mm-hmm. A
Not
few
to mention,
days
it's just
earlier,
fun.
Tuesday.
Columbia Pictures.
You said this is the same people that did Into the Spider-Verse, which I can see the animation style and I can see why. I can see a lot of what you're talking about there.
Yeah, because you get like that 3D, 2D mix that they
You left
had.
your charger at home. No. Yeah. Remember in the old days when basically phones could last like 4 days straight?
Jay Young, it's fine. It's fine. By the way, thank you for watching the interview earlier today and
Yeah.
for giving us your impression of it. She found it very informative, which I like to have with the interviews, that we actually go ahead and let people know what's up with some things that maybe they're not aware of.
Which rough translates to we didn't suck.
Yes,
that's the important thing. We didn't suck. Well, we got another one coming tonight with it.
And see, this kills me right here. She goes ahead and she shows what she can do with a video camera. How many of us were probably like starting off with using cameras and stuff like that, and we got like jerked around because it wasn't like Hollywood quality?
My father had the big cameras back in the early 80s. He used to work for Motorola. So he used to have like those big shoulder ones that he would carry on family trips with, like, like the fanny pack that would have the extra battery in it. So he would take it to Washington, to Philadelphia, all these places, and freaking wreck his shoulder to get this really low end camera, 240 by 160, DP.
Oh yeah, the brother's obsessed with dinosaurs.
That's you know what? That's not a bad thing.
Like, we all know that kid.
Yeah, I was that kid. I had a bunch of plastic dinosaurs and read, drew in the coloring books.
Yeah, by the way, that dog is just perfect.
They're talking about cat.
You know, the outdoorsy type.
Yeah. My father went on camping trips with me when I was in Scouts, but he wasn't like an outdoors guy. He just kind of was like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with my kid.
Yeah, but see, that's why I think like this dynamic so much. Not only is it like father, daughter, old, young, it's also like country and technology.
Yeah. It's almost a changing of the guard, and societal guard, I guess we'll call it.
Right. But again, there's always like that separation of like trying to understand the other.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the world is so different.
I don't know. Like I said, my father worked, for tech and Motorola, so we had internet access back in the 70s. So I never had that issue. He freaking programmed back in like the 80s.
I gotta believe if that stuff was available when I was younger, I probably would have done the same thing. I would have made up a video like that and tried to get accepted.
Probably could have. It might not be as easy to get access to it when you were kids, though.
Oh, don't make me feel old.
Dude, Brian before was talking about turning 50 soon, and I'm like, I'm 2 years behind that guy.
Hey, I'm still in my 30s, and I will hold to that for like the next decade, even though
Dude,
I won't
you're
be
a
in
kid.
it. I will lie. As long as this fat keeps this face supple, I will stick to my 30s. It's the only reason
like
I keep it
moisturizer.
around. So it makes
It's like
me look younger.
moisturizer. It just keeps the face young.
By the way, I almost hated to say, you see how country this place is? They're drinking Shasta Cola.
Yeah.
It's like of all the branding that you can get in here. Oh, Munchie.
Usually the dog does that after they eat the sugar.
The best pug since Men in Black.
God. The pug was cool in the first one. The second one was kind of like pointless. Because all like the the nuances or the uniqueness of that pug was gone. But then again, we don't really talk about Men in Black 2 in general.
Aww. Nerd lady, what?
That is a really good dynamic.
Yeah, I kind of wish my sister and I were like that a little bit more, only because like she was so much older than I was that she had to be like a second parent.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm an only child, so never even have any cousins. Yeah, some serious FOMO at the moment. I feel like a dog from Up had a similar situation to that.
Yeah, but that looked like it was in a lot more pain. Oh God, that's too often. That's just life now.
Yeah. And just think, those kids will be parents one day.
Yeah, and then their kids will have like VR goggles or something.
So you have to hold your cell phone? God, what? How old are you? Like 20?
Unobstructed. There will be a day you try this. By the way, I saw someone comment. It's like it's funny that all of them, almost all of them, have glasses on with as much time as they stare at their screens.
That is true. Good point. 3 of them? Oh, no, the kid doesn't. So
he's still young. Give it time.
Yeah, I was 9 when I got mine.
It feels like my parents when they've seen my films.
See, my father would look at that and be like, "That's pretty cool." My mother would be like, "That's fucking stupid."
It's like, Lynn, help me out here. I can't band on my own. Oh, backup plan. That's exactly what my mom told me. That's why I have a communications degree and not a theater major, only a minor.
Shit. Hey, Dave.
Oh, hey, Devani.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Devani. How are you?
All right, so good news, bad news. Good news is you're not missing much, but bad news is we did start without you.
Yeah. It's all good because I got it set up. What time?
Yeah, I'm pausing mine right now.
Okay, yeah, hold on, let me pause now. I'm currently at 10 minutes, 40 seconds.
All right. So I'll catch up to that. I'm a few seconds behind, but not far.
So basically, we just pretty much got the overall introduction about the entire family, and the laptop broke at the dinner scene. Which, by the way, funny, have you watched this before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. So Scott's the only odd man out. That helps.
It defines him well.
Not that we're putting any pressure on you, Scott.
Nah, it's okay. You will laugh at this.
Okay, so you all queued up, Devani?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just give me
Okay.
the glimpse.
We countdown.
All right, so I'll give you the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Boop. There we go. Synchronized
Okay.
Netflix. Hmm.
I'm surprised you haven't seen this.
No, dude, I'm so far behind when it comes to stuff, and I usually it's sad to say, but I don't usually branch out that much, so I stick to more or less my same stuff or anime.
Oh.
Not to mention, animation is one of those genres that like people don't necessarily dive into for everything. I mean, there are some people that do horror all the time, regardless of good or bad. But animation, it's like, oh, well, that stuff's for kids. Or adult animation, if it's gross out humor. Oh, it's a hard thing to concept.
I think it's more mainstream now. I think as kids who grew up with the Batman, Justice League, and those kind of animations, X-Men, are now becoming parents. I think it's a little different now than it was for, like, say, my generation.
Well, I'd say now there's more outlets for it, certainly. Back in the day, it was just the standard 2D Saturday morning cartoon setup. Here, they can be funny, they can be dramatic, 2D, 3D, American, anime, overseas.
Korean stuff I
all
can't get into of any sort. I can't get into anything with Korea.
What?
I tried, but I can't get into K-pop. I can't get into K-animation. Yeah.
But can you get with the stuff on Netflix?
I'm Japanese first. Yeah, listen, I've been an otaku for 30 years now. Yeah, it's tough to change that and branch out into a new country.
Aw. I wish I could whittle like that. And I love how, like, the home movies thing actually looked like it was written in the same font as Home Movies, the TV show.
Oh, good eye. Yeah.
Right.
So that might be a little homage.
Also, the fact that basically it's like September 2005. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember all those old movies where they'd have to, like, set up the whole projector to actually watch all the old home movies and the graininess.
I told you, my father had the giant camera back in like 1981, 82. I remember.
Yeah, now old home movies is just like, that thing needs more color filtering.
Oh, it was too much light.
Yeah, no, very backlit. A little hazy. Need a screen for that.
Well, in his case, I mean, it's about time passing by too, which is a lot of this. The innocence of the little child who now is thinking about school and college.
And breaking and breaking away from the family.
Yeah. And as a teen, that's normal.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He was able to support her when she broke away then. Hard to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she's a girl becoming a woman and coming to her own. It's like, this is why I don't want kids. There's many reasons why I don't want kids, but this reason, the heartache, I couldn't take it.
My father's always said that basically he's like, no matter how old you get or whatever you do, you'll always be that little kid. Yeah, and I understand what you're feeling right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm emotionally cockeyed enough as it is.
Yeah. Boy, this is depressing as shit.
Oh, here comes the quirkiness. Enough of the family drama.
Is this like the Griswold family roadster?
Essentially, yes.
Or Truckster. I'm sorry, Truckster.
Yeah, this is Clark if he tried to focus on one child more than the other.
Mm.
But here's the other kicker I have. You notice that the father paid more attention to the daughters while the mom paid more attention to the son.
That's not uncommon. I've heard that before.
We like all the same stuff. Yeah. Yeah, when the 2D animation pops in, it really
It's
is nice.
unexpected.
Like, I guess you start appreciating cartoons more when you watch this film.
Sure. Like I said, animation is becoming a lot more mainstream and societally acceptable. The Oscars don't necessarily say it, but
Oh, the posies.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, Scott, did you happen to pick up on the voices on the posies?
no,
I have.
It's on mute. Also, keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if you checked IMDb, but
I
the fact that
saw-
it's John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I did see that.
Yeah, possibly one of the few perfect couples in Hollywood. Well, okay, perfect looking.
Well, yeah.
They're not Kim and Kanye, okay?
I'm not even thinking about them because there's others that's better looking.
You mean John and Emily? Krasinski
No.
and Emily Blunt?
No. There's others.
By the way, Sony is just making sure it plasters its name on everything. Headphones,
my God,
cameras.
yeah.
It's like, we get it! Branding.
This I actually saw on YouTube, though. This one clip here.
We simply drink the water. You're not supposed to do that across state lines.
Hey, wait a minute. This was taking place during COVID. They're on a road trip during COVID?
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the movie would have been released before COVID really got bad.
They
Had
edited it.
done it on time. Like, I'd have to check the original trailer when it was called Connected and see exactly what their date was.
You can check it right now.
Oh, good. They rescued the one mule.
I have an issue with this because it didn't come out November 2021.
It was April 2021. It was April, I thought, right?
It came out earlier than that. I remember watching this way before 2021.
At that point, it's like, I'm done. God, so relatable.
What's that?
I mean, I don't have kids or anything, but even just like my friends, it's like we'll go to a bar and they'll just be like stuck on their phone the whole time. It's like, we're here amongst people.
And you see them still glued to the phone. Like I'm done.
Kills me every time. It's like, well, what did I come for?
Just to be in their presence.
They should be in mine. What am I in their presence?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know who I am? No, but maybe sung a few bars.
Yes, I'm glued to the phone. So,
by the way, this was just the strangest casting for the phone.
Yeah.
Because Scott, can you tell that voice without looking and researching it?
You know what? It probably was April 30th, 2021.
It's a British woman's voice. I don't know who that is.
Oscar winner Olivia Coleman.
That's right. She is in this. Yes.
I'm like, my God.
Wasn't she the queen, I think?
She was practically in everything British.
Hmm.
When you're
I
that
forgot an
good,
episode of Doctor,
it's like Judi Dench. They try to drag you into everything.
which is weird because she had an episode of Doctor Who and kind of burned her chance to actually be in that series,
Yes, she did. Yes.
but nobody remembers her in that episode. It's pretty much close to a glorified background or like a day player role.
That's just demean. I worry because I keep seeing the stuff from what's that robot company? Boston
Sure.
Robotics or Boston Dynamics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one where you get the flipping robot that dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in 5 years, this is going to be real.
Mm-hmm. I just remember the line from Terminator 3. It's like, the machines are starting to take over.
Yeah. I mean, they won't be as efficient, but they're going to be close.
Mm. I don't know. You figure basically it's either going to make people lazier and lazier, or they're just going to take over and just, go all Terminator on us.
That's what I fear.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Terminator aspect.
I mean, I could use a cleaning robot, don't get me wrong, but
Oh,
I've
yeah,
already
Roomba.
seen like the robots making their own burgers at fast food places over the COVID thing. So
They took our jobs. They took our jobs. Took our jobs.
Why? Why did you just do that?
There was an episode of Doctor Who, I think, with the 12th Doctor, where they had robots that would judge you based on your.
Oh yeah, no,
Your
this is
happiness
at
level. It
least
was like
like
an emoji
5
that was on
different
your
Doctor
back.
Who episodes in one.
Yeah. It's like, you have a sad emoji, you must die.
This is just like that movie that came out recently. What was it? How's Gone Wrong or something like that. It's actually kind of funny that every time there's some movie, there's always some sort of copycat. Ron's
Right,
Gone Wrong. That's the one I was
Well,
thinking.
most movies are not original. They're just spin-off. I mean, most technology in general.
Yeah, but the timing. It's always the timing. You look at the Snow White movies. That's pretty much like the biggest offender. And we're not even talking about the ones that were made by the Asylum. We're talking like major features.
Well, I remember something. It's like all movies can be broken down into like 5 categories, no matter what they are. Every movie can be broken down into like one of these 5 categories.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
And the funny thing is that song, that obviously the Numa Numa guy is, one of the first internet moves. He actually, believe it or not,
no.
he's the Numa Numa guy is the most.
Like I know it's Riri, but still, no.
The Numa Numa guy is the most famous alumni out of like Teterboro Tech, and like it's a tech school over in Bergen County, and he is their most famous alumni. What does that say about the school?
Crickets.
I know. Yeah, nobody answered it once there. Anyway, have those nuts. This coffee's not as good as the other stuff.
That's probably gonna be me next month when I'm in Disney with the family and like.
You're going to Disney next month?
Yeah, and
Nice.
Knowing my sister, anytime like Donald or Stitch comes up, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, we gotta go." I'm like, "Don't you dare!"
Are you going to Star Wars or something?
Oh yeah, no, definitely, we're hitting everything.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I'm not even the biggest Star Wars
talking about
fan, but you know what? I
Star
would
Wars.
at least say I didn't wait online for 2 hours. We're getting there. We're doing that first.
Make sure you get your own lightsaber.
No,
Yes.
no, I'm not spending $200 some odd or more for a lightsaber.
Wasn't there a hotel there? That's, I don't.
Fucking Snapchat. No.
Isn't there a phone? Isn't there a hotel there? It's like $5,000 for 2 nights.
Probably the Galactic Cruiser.
Maybe that's what it was.
not.
Yeah,
It's like an overall experience. You're not just like staying there for the 2 nights.
that's a pretty fucking expensive experience.
Well, I mean, they pretty much put you in a storyline. Like you're pretty much living out
Yeah,
a Star Wars side tale.
I don't know. In my head, call me frugal or cheap or whatever, but I look at that and be like, that's half what I have left over in my car.
Yes, but you're also talking to a fan base that waited outside for days just for Phantom Menace. So
Sure.
they know
Yeah.
who they're targeting.
2 months. Some people waited outside online for 2 months for that movie.
It's like pretty much as long as Universal Studios has Harry Potter.
I
Disney
never
will do
told you
Star
guys
Wars in the
this. I
same
don't
manner.
think you guys know this. But one of the items that I have in my collection is a poster, a full length scrolled poster of Watto that was signed by George Lucas.
Watto.
And he only ever signed 8 of them.
One of the most stereotypical. By the way, Scott, you know you're frozen, right?
Am I?
Yeah. Oh, now you're back. You're back.
All right. Yeah, I had a full
Before you were
time.
just looking up at the screen with childlike wonder.
Oh.
Oh, to be young and not know what to do about girls.
Dude, I'm 46. I still don't know what to do about girl. I'm married.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Dag, don't get me started. I'm always the marriage counselor, guys.
The machines, they're starting to take over.
Yes, but they're polite about it.
But still, they're taking over the world.
Hence the name of
This
the movie.
slow-mo. Oh,
My
No.
slushy!
gorgeous.
By the way,
Superhero
Brian
label.
Scalaros just sent a message saying like he had fun with that interview. So
Okay.
See, this is probably the most ridiculous part of the concept. These little energy cells that just happen to pop out of the arms.
Mm-hmm.
No. I like fun, for real.
But you got people that's like that, though.
It's kind of messed up.
Family first. That line is super funny.
Parkour! No.
You can't do what they do.
Oh. I've never seen a better interpretation of an older white guy. Well, now it's just Fortnite.
Hmm.
You always had that one dog in the family that is so special.
Hey, Independence Day had the dog too, Boomer.
Oh yeah, like when the thing of fire is just like coming through the tunnel.
Yeah. Boomer.
And he
with
like
the-
he does his face like, and then decides to run.
I dare say the cat filter made it worse.
You just made it weird. Oh, look at that. So this film was supposed to be in theaters. This wasn't supposed to be in Netflix, technically.
Correct. It was
But
originally
Netflix
titled Connected. I remember seeing the trailer.
But to
So
get
when it came on
Oscar
Netflix, it was
consideration, it
retitled.
has to
I'm
be
like,
released somewhat.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a limited release in order to get Oscar qualifying.
Bro.
Yeah, so it was probably just like a New York, LA sort of thing for like 2 weeks.
It's like what they did with The Irishman.
But I think that's always been like an issue at the beginning. Like when things were first starting to be put onto Netflix, it was always like, oh, well, it's not going to do enough money in theaters. It's not going to be good. So let's put it on Netflix or one of the streaming networks just to dump it. Now it's not the case.
Now you just had a movie with The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot in it on Netflix.
Wasn't a good
a sequel.
Yeah, it wasn't a good story, really. It was kind of like, but it was just exciting to see those three together.
Yeah, it was blockbuster caliber.
Yeah, but on a Netflix movie, which shows actually how powerful that Netflix has gotten at this point.
It makes you want to work for Netflix now.
The villain revealed.
And it's the...
It's funny. I never even used it. I haven't used Netflix in like 2 months.
Wow.
Once again, the British person becomes the villain.
Isn't that always?
It's a trope. It's definitely a trope.
It varies because then you got the British person that's the good guy. It flip-flops.
So it's like British person trope?
Maybe. It's pretty much it. Oh.
It's like this really is just like the mind of a phone if it was able to tell us what it felt. That's why I made sure I've protected it since. I get the case, I get the cover.
And you're so precious. We love you. Until we trade
part of
you
the
in.
family, I don't have to buy gifts for at holidays.
Until I trade you in for a better one.
Shh. He'll hear you.
Who cares?
My mom doesn't call me.
Devani, I am not trying to have my house explode or go black. Sorry, go dark. Go dark.
Go.
That's making it worse.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
So look, not sure. Oh. There you go. Let's focus on that.
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if it's live action or animated. Anytime there's a kick to the nuts.
It always hurts. That would cause mass hysteria. To be totally honest, if somebody cut off the internet for all the world.
Yeah. No more Wi-Fi.
No, but that
Don't-
signal, I swear to God, with like the rings and then the skull. Oh,
How many people will lose their minds? Yo, picture the government doing something like that and shutting the whole internet, all the
I mean,
internet off.
Well, didn't we have an issue like that where the
No.
network connectivity was down like 6 hours or something? And I'm not talking like 20 years ago. I'm talking something else.
Oh. No.
Oh wait, Facebook had shut down for hours after there was some massive allegations.
Yeah, that's what it was. I ain't really
And
care.
then just coincidentally, they had a glitch at that point.
But I know people were panicking their butts off. I was about to say balls. They was like, oh my God, I can't get on my Facebook. And I'm like, okay, there's other apps. Calm the heck down.
I need to post about what's happening in the Ukraine. It's not anything relevant, just my opinion of it. Ah!
Okay. And you're like, go to YouTube. Matter of fact, learn how to survive on your own without electricity. Yeah, a lot of people will ask.
oh, not the girl she likes.
Oh.
Question: how confident are you whenever someone says they have a plan? Do you ever really believe that they have a plan?
I have hope.
You have hope.
I have to say, I really should start watching Broad City. I know the show's over, but after seeing Abby Jacobson do a lot of voiceover stuff, it's like I don't get sick of this voice. I could listen to more of her.
I auditioned for it once, but never actually saw it.
Well, that's how the people survived. What you expect? They ate the dog. That was the first number to go. We may not like it, but he was sure as heck tender.
She tried.
Yeah. But that's like every other family member. Like your father could be stuck in their ways, mom stuck in their ways, and not understand the fact that, you know, you have high hopes and dreams. And
that scene right there, just that image of her looking out while all the robots and all the cubes going off in the sky.
That sounds like a Debbie
Lord
Downer.
Miller know how to do imagery. I mean, to be honest, considering how many people were stuck with like creative endeavors during the last 2 years, I'm surprised this wasn't talked about more even after it was released.
Yeah, it flew on a lot of radars.
Yeah, but when the nominations came up and this thing got nominated, I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think it was available for that. Which is awesome. I love that it is. But, I mean, to be fair, it is going up against 2 Disney movies. So it's going to have
What Disney movie?
Toy Story 11-6, and I think.
Well, no, it's going up against Encanto, Luca. The one that's on Hulu, Free, I think. I forget what the fifth one is. Oh my god, these two.
Okay. I see what you're talking about.
What?
Encanto, Luco, I think. Luco.
Yeah,
Flea.
Lucas is a 80s movie.
Luca, Flea, the Mitchells that we're watching, and Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, 3 Disney movies. Ooh.
Yep.
That's going to make it interesting because then the voting's going to get split between them.
That's probably why Disney pushed it to get the third one in there, because Raya was okay, but I wouldn't say it was nomination worthy.
Yeah.
But that's probably the thing. They wanted to hedge their bets. So that means if this wins, that is probably the biggest upset that has ever happened to Disney. Because I don't think there's ever been a time when they've had that many movies nominated and didn't win. Which, by the way, I love that these two are voiced by SNL alums. It's like, it's perfect setup. Like, who better to do little sketches? It's like, I know Beck Bennett's done a lot of like voice animation stuff because Disney's had him under as the voice of the Launchpad McQuack and then do DuckTales reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did a lot of stuff for DC and Warner Brothers too for a while too.
Yes.
Decades. I saw him on an episode of Animaniacs I was watching earlier today.
Yeah, no, he's really been able to go into that realm more so than I say other people.
Well, that's the thing. Once you get established as a voice actor, you will never lose business because you can do a lot of that stuff. Even now, you can do that stuff from your house.
Right.
You know, because they actually have technology that allows you to just basically record everything alongside everyone else remotely. It doesn't matter where they are on the planet.
Why do I have a feeling if this movie wins, Disney is going to throw out all, like, not all, but like go really ham next year?
I don't think Disney is going to lose though.
I don't know if it'll go all ham, but they will certainly be redirecting their vision of how to do their animated films. Like, you'll see a change in the paradigm of like how the princesses look and the stories being told.
Because to be
Which
honest,
is funny considering they have modernized conservatory since the 70s, 80s.
Because why do I feel like this concept was unique and different in a sense? And entertaining.
What about the fact that basically the family's brought together?
Yeah. Compared to the other Disney films that are nominated. Any other?
From the bit that I've seen of this so far, I think the fact that at the end of the day, they genuinely care about each other. It's not like raw, unbridled contempt and then, okay, third act, they bond. It's like the underlying feeling of connection is always there, but just over, dealing with the fact that basically they're just individuals growing apart a little bit.
Right.
Well, the thing about this is that this could have easily have been a live action film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It works better as an animation, I think.
Yeah. So the thing that really helps separate it is not so much the animation styles, which of course the 2D 3D mix does help, but the writing. The
Right.
writing is what sets it apart.
Mm.
Now, it's very possible that Encanto could win just simply based upon its musical score, but
Mhm.
as far as storytelling, this would be its hardest competition.
Ew. This is why you don't let dogs lick your face.
Actually, a dog's mouth's cleaner than a human's mouth.
I know.
What's that?
How often is this with a wife telling the husband what to say?
You get a gold star.
By the way, that is clever as hell.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go. Oh. that actually reminds me. Oh god, same way. See, this is why the mother and the son are so close.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
I think it probably becomes a question. It's like, who became close first? Like, were the mother and son close to begin with, or did they simply become closer and because of how the father-daughter aspect was?
I think they were probably always close because he's still at an age where he hasn't pulled away yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. God. Oh my god, that was an A&W.
A&W.
I remember seeing the Waffle House in this, but I didn't even realize they had an A&W restaurant, which
Yeah,
I
they
have
do.
seen before,
They do.
but I didn't notice it in this. Actually, this kind of makes me think about something. Are stick cars just going to become a thing of the past now, since more cars are leaning towards like hybrid and electric? And
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever go
do you
away.
really have stick for electric cars?
No.
It'll probably be a novelty, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
Clever.
Luck.
Top heavy James Bond. I'm using that line.
What happened?
Where did he get a crossbow? Like the Negan bat, I get. But where'd the crossbow come from?
Check the deleted scenes. Do.
Whoa. um. Ryan.
What?
What's up?
Cesaro left WWE.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
you can't tell me this when I'm trying to focus on something and just.
I'm
God damn it.
sorry. I'm sorry. Breaking news.
Yeah. By the way, Ryan, everyone you loved and ever cared about is now dead. Anyway, basically back to the movie.
Breaking news. Sorry. Back to the movie.
Oh, that. Free Wi-Fi.
Arigato.
Foolish human air.
I may buy a shirt. I may buy.
Yeah, see that's how you can tell that this movie was supposed to come out sooner, because it said this was going to be released in 2020. The airline.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there? Can I buy a shirt that says human? Yep. Yes, you can. You can buy a shirt that says "Foolish Human Air." I might just do that.
Really?
Do I need more pop culture shirts?
Oh, it's like they're looking into my life.
You haven't showered in 13 years?
The
Mall of
baseball
America
tee look
reference,
awesome.
fine.
What's that?
The baseball tee look awesome.
God, I can't believe you dropped that news on me.
I am so sorry, Ryan.
Well, see, this is what happens when you're not. I mean, here's the thing: when you're not as invested in the movie, I think you start, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Again, me, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. So,
Loaf of bread.
What
That
the
is why
heck?
Manchi is the best. Now, I'll admit, this was probably like the low point of the film, just because it felt like everything was dragging, and this was like an unnecessary sidetrack. But wait.
Hang on, in like 5 minutes, you're gonna see something that's so amazingly cool, and it's gonna blow your nuts off. Basically, that.
I mean, basically, yeah.
Okay. Devani, before you came on, we talked about people that do that in movies you haven't seen yet. Dude, wait for it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love what's gonna happen. Just stay put. Don't say that.
And you're like, okay. And you wait.
I mean, just
you have
they
to
made
act
a Dawn of the
excited when
Dead
you find out.
reference. I mean, good on them for being that cognizant of the movies. Ruthless.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if they're uploading on a Sony laptop.
The parents are like, "Oh, that's nice."
It's not going to be that easy.
No, of course, never is.
It's Powered Toast Man.
Powdered toast, man.
More like a sidekick, really. But now that's horrible. That's like maximum override right there. It's the Google Echo all over again.
What was the episode of Doctor Who where basically they had like the Atmos device in like every car, and the cars became self-driving?
Jesus.
Yeah, Doctor Who wasn't that vicious.
No. It just tore our hearts out when it felt like it. Oh, you like this character? Well, this is what's going to happen to them.
Silence. Oh.
The
I'm keeping my
badasseries.
mouth shut.
The badasseries.
Furbies.
No.
Oh God.
No. God,
Wait.
What's a
no.
Furby? Oh God, the kids aren't going to know what a Furby is either.
Behold the twilight of man. How would that not have become a phrase?
Somebody out us.
It's like, of course.
Kind of my question too. While you're at it,
I will avenge my fallen
Pain
child.
only makes me stronger.
Let the dog
That is such handwriting.
I don't usually do this. I don't usually make predictions because I usually try to stay in the moment. But I got a really distinct feeling the robots are going to die, and probably in like a heartbreaking way. Don't say anything, but it's just my instinct.
I love how they were able to grab Furby, but their Best Buy knockoff is Good Get. You've been waiting for a disaster.
Silence, child.
Yeah, one's heavier than the other. Just staring at him with those eyes.
Are you serious? Oh crap. Oh.
You want to talk about luck? To the great darkness I return. I wouldn't mind having a robot sibling. I would have been cool. Oh, because they killed the router.
Yes, that's why I said, "Oh no!"
Kill the router.
Science.
Hmm. Yeesh. I had one of those, man. Hmm.
Aw. Typical mom.
Is that one of those disposable cameras?
Mm.
That's some Tony Stark shit right there.
This, like I said, imagery.
Explosion. Walk away.
Went poorly. Everything's on fire.
So the company's called PAL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's not a parody on the name Hal from 2001, is it?
Could be.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously, it's trying to be Mac.
Mm-hmm. I do get a very distinct Apple vibe from it, but I just.
I think that's just how we're propositioned now. It's like anytime we see something futuristically technological and it's like coated in white,
Mm-hmm.
Apple.
Apple, yep. Apple's going to be the death of us.
But they pay me good money to work on their projects.
These things.
Now, see, that looks like straight out. That's out of Tron right there. The original Tron.
Yeah. Fatality.
Actually, more like Robality.
Oh, Robality, yeah.
Yes. Cyrax wins. Robality.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
I wonder if he was named Rick because of Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Very similar Rickness.
Carl.
Carl!
Carl. Carl. Oh, Carl. Speaking of Carl, we was just talking about him leaving the show while he wasn't supposed to.
And how they'll be bringing him back in the movies and such.
How would Rick feel about his son no longer being on the show? He will be reunited with his daughter. Or so they say it's his daughter.
The
tassels alone.
Mm-hmm.
This actually brings up a very interesting point. Like before there was computers, before people really got into like painting, wood was an art form for a lot of
Yep.
people,
Yep.
especially when you were building houses and sculptures and ornaments.
I used to carve on trips. Yeah.
I just
And
like the camping aspect with the Marston marshmallows, making s'mores.
I used to inadvertently cut my hands a lot and have to band-aid them up because I was completely inept while carving wood.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's one of those things that I don't think gets a lot of credit. It's like people just see it as like being backwoodsy and country, and yet
yeah.
it was an art form long
Oh,
before
100%.
the conventional art was even developed.
And I suspect it's going to make a comeback in time. I really do. Because I think people are going to get tired of technology and try and find something different. Some people, anyway. They're going to be
Well,
like,
you already see it nowadays with like certain metalworking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think some of the old hobbies may come back. I mean, hell, stamp collecting might even turn back. Philatalism.
Well, that's because they're trying to make NFTs off the stamps. Sure.
Jeez, really?
Oh God.
My financial advisor side has many things to say about NFTs and Bitcoin.
She's like directing him.
Ooh, I'm do some tacos right now.
Ooh.
Well, we're talking about tacos.
Why are we talking about buffets?
I was talking the other day about Chipotle. I haven't had that in like three years.
Like a little gentleman.
I do want a cheeseburger.
I am not a cheeseburger fan. And I don't like hot dogs.
What?
Yep, true. Give me chicken over beef pretty much any day. You know, give me a chicken burger. Oh, I'll go to town on that shit. But bacon, onion on that, hell yeah.
What kind of bacon?
Turkey bacon because I try to eat healthy, but regular bacon tastes better. Depends on basically
Beef
how
over
I
chicken.
feel about what my
Here's why.
self-concept is about myself in front of the mirror that day.
Beef over chicken because you can technically eat uncooked beef or lesser cooked beef.
Mm-hmm.
Undercooked chicken, you die.
I got an instant pot upstairs. I throw like 5-6 pounds in at a time.
But the only thing about beef, it stays in you for a long period of time compared to other foods.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's like a friend that never leaves you. Even when I'm sitting here home alone, I have the beef that's in my stomach.
As long as you don't do what Brian's basically talked about when it came to Exodus.
Now you got me craving for a veggie burger now. Shoot.
No.
By the way, in case anyone's curious or happened to really came in late, we are at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 40 seconds. 44 minutes left in the movie. We are in the third act, and it is getting good, as I predicted.
And I'm going to make sure by next Thursday that there's a counter on here. I got to figure out how to do it. But yes, down to the bottom corner down there, I'm going to make sure that there is one.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's like, Munchie, don't screw this up. Shut up.
With the 5 of them, or the 4 of them, I'd love to see some kind of Voltron thing. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, but that'd be great.
See? Technology follows you everywhere.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does.
4 years ago, Facebook collected 98 pieces of information on every single user of its program. I don't even know what that number is up to now, but it was 98 back then.
Oh, no. Katie, you dick!
That's cool. My God, that's beautiful how they drew that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What was that movie Soul from last year? Kind of reminded me of some of the reaction I saw when he was in the afterlife of Soul.
Yeah, I could see that. Some of the imagery here, especially with like the very bold coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely gets that heaven plateau. No.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, this is how I know this is the dark part of the movie, because I can actually hear the movie over your guys' mics now.
Yep. It's not mine. I think it's Devani right now.
Oh,
I think
wow.
Devani's a few seconds behind us. So
sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine.
What?
That is loud.
No,
that's... I don't care. I don't care.
That adds emphasis. That's what they were trying to do.
Drama.
That's how they play with your emotions. I might finish off this whole bottle today. Damn.
Bottle of what?
It's a 2017 Torre de Gigante.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Did you start it that way, Brian, 4 hours ago?
Yeah, but it's good. Doesn't have that
Like
bitter taste that makes you want to be like, okay, I should stop. No. I'm going to keep going. Thankfully, I'm not driving anywhere.
And you going to stay your butt home, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's dark enough anyways as it is, so.
Yeah, we got the snow coming tonight, too.
Yeah.
They canceled my shoot date for tomorrow, too. They moved it to like a couple weeks out, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, we are from New Jersey, so the weather doesn't like us.
Yeah. It's only supposed to be 1 to 3 inches, but then it's supposed to slip over to like sleet and hail and shit.
Yeah, because over here where I live at, they said 0 to 2.
Okay, that's not bad either, but yeah, it's that sleet and hail and then turning to rain. Well, not even the rain, but the other part's the worst part for me.
Aww.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a little thinner right there too.
Gave up the house that he built.
Which is why the moose is so important.
I want to think all kids get to that point sometimes.
What's that?
The point where you realize that the way you saw your parents was completely wrong, and that you just feel bad for how you acted towards them.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah.
I think all kids get to that at some point.
My dad, my father, or my mom.
More my father than my mother, I think. But
I swear, if this thing ever got a sequel, they have to do like little mini shorts leading up to the premiere of Good Cop, Dog Cop.
I don't know if a movie like this should have a sequel. It might, but I get the sense that it'd basically be better standalone.
I understand what you're saying. And when you see how the ending goes, it's like you would think, okay, everything's all nice and tidied up. But if we're living in a cinematic world where this robot uprising is possible, who knows what else is possible?
Sure. Well, there's what you know, there's what you don't know. There's what you know, there's what you imagine, and then there's what you've never even imagined was possible.
Well, we ain't think about the situation we're in was possible.
No. Yeah. I mean, I remember the early days of the internet, like when it was becoming mainstream 30 years ago, and it was peaceful back then. The ability to talk to someone on the other side of the planet and send them images and even small movies was just mind-blowing.
No,
now everybody just fucking hates each other.
And do you think it's more because of opinions or more towards society?
I think basically because the honeymoon phase of it wore off.
Oh, this is heartbreaking.
Driving straight towards Machine City to connect to the Matrix.
I have never broken a phone.
The phone I'm using right now has a cracked screen on the right side. It's an Apple phone, by the way.
Dog shield. The dog is a living Turing test.
We don't know what it is. It looks like loaf of bread. He's so fat he looks like a loaf of bread.
The Rick Mitchell special. bread. That is so something Danny McBride would say.
God, kids are not going to get that song at all.
He's basically Hawkeye.
Yeah, speaking of Devani, have you decided if you're going to be Black Panther or was it Deadpool?
What's his name? Took my Deadpool.
So who did you settle on then?
Who y'all think? I'll make y'all pick.
What's that?
I'll probably be Black Panther. I'm really a Deadpool guy, but I'll settle with Black Panther.
I got to put this together, put that list together. I can't believe I opened up the can of worms by saying that.
Matter of fact, it's going to be a battle because here's the thing. Now you got me thinking.
Like, yeah.
I should have whipped it out and said, "Look, there's only could be one Deadpool."
Well, see if he'll switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was going to turn into that too when I joked about that. So.
I just got to get the rest of the costume.
Top heavy James Bond. Oh. Yes.
W.
Oh my god. It's my mom 20 years ago.
It's my mother now. She's never been on the internet to this day.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god.
Deregulate tapioca. I can see myself paying about $15 to $20 something to actually go see this movie.
Yeah, on the big screen, this would look amazing.
Yeah. Oh no, 4D.
Oh no. Oh, this is the most aggressive moment. I mean, the Kill Bill music comes on. This is so badass. She's grown too powerful.
She's too powerful.
So when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2. I don't know why I brought that up.
This is where it gets pure anime.
You shall all die
Oh
by
my
my hands.
It's like I've watched this movie before, and yet it still gets me like this. This is how you know it's great writing. Oh.
I was wondering how that car was not going to get completely crushed.
Oh.
Hmm.
Agreed.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Aw.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh wow.
What a dick!
Disrespectful.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Come on, Eric. Come on, Deborah Bot. Said every Gen Xer ever.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Dog, pig, and bread.
Hmm.
Oh Lord. I was just
Yeah.
clouding.
Probably the most recognition T.I. will ever get for anything in his
yeah.
work. Sorry, I'm not the biggest T.I. fan, but
Oh, don't feel bad.
it's like thankfully they're just going with more of the Rihanna stuff.
Yeah.
That's turning into oldies also now too. I think Come Mr. DJ is probably close to 20 years old.
Dream team.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Time for
The
fatality.
lavender one.
Something out of Kingdom Hearts, you know, in that 1 versus 1,000 battle.
The great thing about that is that there was nothing throughout the entire movie that led us to expect that that was even possible.
Sure.
Right.
So when it happens, it's like that much of a surprise.
Saw that line coming there. No.
Focus. Focus.
Shang Tsung is no more of a tyrant. Earthrealm is. I can't do the voice no more.
I appreciate the effort, but don't kill yourself.
Earthrealm is now safe. God, we got it.
Hey, nowadays that means something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Kind of wait for the heart to go.
See, that's reason alone to make a sequel. Have it focus on him a few years older. It doesn't help that Eric and Deborah Bott still have those faces on them. There we go.
You knew something like that was coming.
Oh.
A few months later.
Yeah.
Wow.
College.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt the same way.
I
That
did
first
too.
drive up.
When you guys went to college, you mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had my own radio show.
Nice.
And then reality hit. You're crying at a corner.
Oh, so dramatic. Oh. Aw.
Was that a sniffle?
There's a lot of memories that I have to force upon you. Aw.
Memories. Memories.
It's like a wolf pack howl.
Oh my God. I hope. I guess after you realize you saved the world, you don't care how people think that you're weird.
Pretty sure she got a full scholarship on this one, though. You know, the
If
whole
she
saving the
didn't, my God, why would you even go there? It's like she should get like an internship freshman year.
Right.
Oh.
The last bit of pathos.
The sadness. The goodbyes. See you during the holidays.
See you when I have to have my laundry done.
Come over for food, borrow money.
Then gain a couple of pounds.
A movie by a bunch of weird humans. I always like that. I always like it when the credits like really play into the movie.
Yeah. This one actually played into the movie. Why? Why? Why would you jump out the window?
This is what I'm saying. The boy deserves his own movie.
Fair.
Road trip. Yes, Mike Rianda, who was the voice of the boy.
Okay.
So, and of course, him and Rowe writ and directed the whole thing. So that's why they have the story that you do. So that was the Mitchells versus the Machines, and God, I want this to win Best Animated Feature.
We all do now.
It's cute. It won't though. You know, as much money as Netflix has, you're going up against Disney.
It just really grows on you, you know.
Sure.
Not to say like the other stuff doesn't, but it's like I don't know. Maybe we're biased because this really speaks to like those who have that creative, artistic filmmaking spark in them.
Exactly.
So maybe there's a bias there for me, but
and it's not just
damn it, I just love it.
Like I feel as though with this, it actually, if you're a filmmaker and you're an artistic filmmaker, like you said, it basically brings memories and what you were going through as college and now with your family. You know, maybe your family may not understand, but at the same time, they have to learn to accept it.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
It does. But this is why I think something like Encanto would probably be like its biggest competition, because they probably both speak to the same audience of, oh, you feel like you're different and your family isn't accepting you, or they try to make you something different. And while that one, they all had their own different eccentricities, and it talked more about like the pressure that family puts on you. This one is more about the acceptance right from the bat.
Sure.
Not just of someone accepting the younger generation, someone being different, someone being maybe gay or creative and different like that, but also accepting the people before you too.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, it was cute. I got to say, I dig it.
So was I right then?
You were right. You were 100% right.
Damn right, I'm right.
Now, all right, dude. You got this one. What's going to happen next week? How are you going to top this? Because this is where the bar is set.
I don't know. I mean, the fact of the matter is, despite all the films that we have available that are nominated this year, it's about what we would like to show. It's about what people have seen or haven't seen. So I don't know. You guys make recommendations. What would you like to see next out of the things that have been nominated?
I will look into that tomorrow. I actually don't. Yeah. I actually would have to break that down a little bit closer. So.
What about you, Divine? Do you have any particular favorites out of the nominations? Not just Best Animated, obviously, but of any of the categories or nominees?
To be honest with you, I got to look into it because, to be honest with you, I'm not really an Oscar person because I understand it's awards and stuff. And I think I like the fact that as creators, we just create.
Sure.
You know,
like winning awards.
No, but it's not a bad thing. What I'm saying is we like to create because we like the art format of it. Winning awards, yeah, but it's not the epitome. What? It's not the top
epitome.
The epitome.
The epitome. Yeah. It's not the epitome. You know, anybody could win awards, and then next thing you know, they go downhill. Everybody wants to basically create something and continue to create something where it's memorable. People actually like either remember it or become a cult classic, because not all films become great overnight or over success overnight. You know, there's films that later on throughout the years becomes cult classics. And that's what a lot of filmmakers are looking for. And I'm not turning down the awards. It's just, yeah, I may tear up, yeah, but that should not stop me. That should not be the end game.
Fair.
So that's how I feel about the Oscars. Some people, it's the end game. Others, it's just okay, it's an award, but it's not what I want.
Fair. Well, the Oscars brings about opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up new paths and new windows to you. And that's where a lot of it comes down to. You got to go through Flickers or any of the other film festivals like that, get past that level, and then move upward.
Right.
It's like the next step in the journey, frankly, for a lot of people. So.
Okay.
Well, now if I go ahead and I bring up some website that goes ahead and tells me of the nominated films, because mind you, it's not just about what's been nominated for Best Film, because there are some nominations that may only be Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress. It's a matter of what you want personally for yourself. Oscars 22 nominations. All right, so as far as Best Picture, overall Best Picture, we have Nightmare Alley, Don't Look Up, Dune, which I know Scott's been talking for, but we'll have to do that after March 10th once it is back on HBO Max. That's information for you people watching. Drive My Car, which I think is only in theaters at the moment. Belfast, which I think is on streaming. Licorice Pizza, which again I think is only on theaters at the moment, unless something happens in March when it changes over. The Power of the Dog, which is on Netflix. West Side Story, which I know is going to be on Disney Plus and HBO Max coming up.
Interesting. Okay.
King Richard, which is, I'm guessing, probably also going to be like Dune when it's going to be coming in March on HBO Max. And Coda, which I want to say is on Amazon, but I'm not sure. Maybe Apple? I don't know. That's the one I'm really not familiar with.
Fair. All right. Well, like I said, we can figure that one out. I'm sure we can come up with a solid answer quickly.
Well, because some of the other ones are obviously easy. Flea, I know, is on Hulu, and then you've got 3 movies on Disney Plus that are easily there. As for the actor and actresses, I don't know if you guys have any kind of favorites. Andrew Garfield for Tick, Tick, Boom, which is on Netflix. Javier Bardem for Being the Ricardos. Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth, which I think that is on Apple. Jessica Chastain, Best Actress for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which I know is on HBO Max. Kristen Stewart for Spencer, which from what I understand is like the lead favorite.
Okay.
That's on Hulu. Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers. I don't know. Speaking of, Olivia Coleman nominated this year for The Lost Daughter.
Okay.
Unfortunately not nominated for this film, but you can only hope so much. Let's see. Best original song. I don't know how some of these nominations got in through here. How is Van Morrison nominated for an Academy Award this year? Wow. That Down to Joy. That must be like an old song that never got published or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's a whole slew of different categories where nominations could be coming from, but those are the big ones.
Fair.
So if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead. If anybody out there watching has any particular suggestions of any movies that you'd want to see coming up next week or so after, we're going to be doing this all the way to March 27th, which is the official Academy Awards show date, which, if I remember correctly, is being hosted by Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and a third one that is Regina Hall.
Okay.
So that's going to be a show. I don't know how to feel about it, but you know what?
Their concerns have been a lot about the ratings of late too, and what that's been going on with that too.
Yeah, but you know what? It could have been worse. Could have been Pete Davidson. So,
hey, his stock has never been higher, I don't think.
No, but it was in the talks. They were talking originally about. I heard rumors about Tom Holland hosting. Which, considering Spider-Man
He'll
got
get, he'll
snubbed,
get it one of these days, probably the next
yeah,
couple years.
it would only make sense to have someone who could do like a full show caliber.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they were talking about Tom Holland, they also were talking Pete Davidson. I'm like, one is not the other.
But I figure we can call it at this point, unless you got something else to cover.
Yeah.
All right. So, final thoughts on the movie. Everyone enjoyed it?
I liked it. Yes, it was cute.
Watching it a second time was more. It was way more entertaining.
No, third time for me.
Coming, so you can see nuances, I guess.
And I was slightly inebriated, so that helped.
I never even got hit. You know, between the cup of coffee that I had, the water that I had, and was it gin that I had or something else? I forget. I literally don't remember what I put in there. Yeah. But we'll be back with that at 9 o'clock tonight, rounding out Tales from the Film Set. In our Chatting with Awesome People series, we got Miguel Figueroa, whose 150,000 YouTube channel, Toy Quest 101, will be coming on to talk pop culture, movies, cartoons, animation, and autism awareness.
Oh, you'll have to ask me about this.
Sure, I can easily bring that up. If I can actually form a complete sentence and not stutter like an idiot. Like that. Told you guys I had a stuttering problem as a kid. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's going to be basically 9 o'clock, so less than 2 hours from now. And he was also the former MMA trainer for Sonya Deville, who's now the play-by-play person for WWE. And that man has got a ton of stories, and frankly, is just a really, really cool dude. So we're talking Toy Quest 101, his kind of stuff. So if you guys have questions, thoughts, ideas, comments, complaints, any questions you got for him, fire him in the chat, man. So
just don't bring up Cesaro like someone did to me and just completely throw him off track.
No,
I had to.
Dude, you realize what I'm going to do the minute this is over. I am personally going on Twitter and I'm finding out everything.
Go ahead.
I want to eat dinner. God, I can't though.
Yeah, I got a couple episodes of Robot Chicken that I want to watch too, but I really got to, I got to go 10-1. So it's always a 46-year-old platter. But
so we'll see y'all at 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. So we'll be back.
You'll see them at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Me, I'm gonna go scroll Twitter about this and eat my dinner.
That's fine. And basically, also on the Stream Punk Entertainment side, Brandon is going to be covering the Nets Celtics game, so that's going to be happening there. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. is What Grinds My Gears, and I got a few grinds to gear, or gears to grind. So anyway, yeah.
Sorry, if you're giving grinds,
me not English right talk there. Good mouth speakness. There we go.
Where's GT with the soundboard?
Oh my God, yes. But all right, gentlemen, we good?
We're good.
We are.
Cool. So thanks as always. Appreciate you guys. Find us always on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Tales from the Film Set, and also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch at Tales from the Film Set, and Twitter at Film Set Tales. I'll get it right one of these days. So anyway, have a good night. Thank you as always, and I'll be back in 2 hours.